You spent a lot of time in Afghanistan lately, ever since you came back. Being with the people, talking to the people, do you see a possibility of reconstruction, of
Still, yes.
stability?
Yes, of course the people are still waiting, but I think they are losing their hope because they had so much promises. And this is my title of my work, so much promises and so much lies. And I think they are on the point that they don't trust anyone. They don't trust the international community, they don't trust the Afghan government because the Afghan government couldn't manage the situation in Afghanistan and corruption and all other things. I'm afraid today, if we can show really some action, we are there to help you. We are not there to destroy you, to bomb you, or to accuse you what we are.
I know, like with the Iraq War, and especially the surge tactic that they brought was to put the military in the cities, so that the city population would know that if there was a problem, they would always be there. They will always be there to help. Do you think it's possible in Afghanistan to have soldiers in the cities to reassure people in a sense that?
I think the case of Afghanistan and Iraq is very different from each other. In Iraq they had a dictator, but they had people were educated, they have resources. Geographically is a country much easier than Afghanistan. And in Afghanistan I don't think so. I don't think the military presence gonna help more, because if you look at first the history of this country, nobody won in Afghanistan, and I'm sure nobody gonna win in Afghanistan. And this is the Afghanistan was so many times invaded. On the recent story of 2,000 years, they had to defend themselves all the time. All this invader come not for the helping them, they come for their own purpose. And the Afghan people, they are like, you come again, and we thought 2001 you're going to help us, but now we see you have other things in your mind, and I think we have to change our policy, not thinking the military going to help. Military is necessary right now, but now, just this morning, I was reading the BBC, the head of NATO and the US force, I don't even remember any Crystal or something, we should check. He was saying, our policy doesn't work, we have to change it. But this is so long. And they are saying, we're gonna try to gain the hearts and minds of people. But my point is, when a body is dying, how are you gonna gain the heart and mind? That is the big question for me, how are they gonna do this?
We heard a lot about the Afghan government allegation of corruption, and do you think it's possible to have a change of government in Afghanistan at the moment? Can the government do anything?
10 days ago was an election, and it seems Karzai gonna win again. And we're gonna stay the same situation, and I'm sure Obama administration doesn't like much Karzai, but we are a kind of a democracy game, and we'll see what's gonna happen, because right now I don't know who can run Afghanistan. Probably is not Karzai. I think I have the same question like all the majority of Afghan people. Who can lead us? Who can think really about Afghanistan, not about his tribe or his family, who is... I think Afghanistan needs a real leader, and I don't see it right now.
Yourself, you're a refugee, and you came back to Afghanistan in 2001, 2002. Has this status helped you in your work, basically, because you focus a lot about Afghan refugees?
No, first of all, I'm not anymore a refugee. I'm a citizen of Swiss. But why I'm interested on all this issue of refugees, because I was affected by this when I was a teenage.
Yeah.
And I understand the pain you go through, and I like to talk about the things I know, make much easier for me, and no mistake. And most of the time, when I'm in Afghanistan, when I talk with the Afghan people, and they understand. I share the same pain with them, and they can open more easy the doors and their intimities and their thought, because just they are saying you understand better than other reporter, because the other reporter they always a wrong question, or they come for their own purpose. They want to see Afghanistan. They want to see they use us as to make their report. And yeah, I think I have some facilities to access inside of the mind of the people. Yes.
How many times have you been back to Afghanistan? Do you spend most of your time there now, or?
Oh, since 2002, probably I'm 3-4 months a year there. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but very frequently.
Do you still have a lot of contacts over there? Or how was the first time going back? How did you?
The first time was very interesting. You know, when I left Afghanistan, I was 15, and I grew up a very kind of middle class Afghan 1970s, which means family, school, city. And then I went back in 2001 as a professional photographer. And it was very funny for me because I didn't know all the other part of Afghanistan. I didn't know the culture of Afghanistan. I didn't know the villages. I didn't know the rural life of there. I found myself on a country, and I realized I could speak the language, but I didn't know much the country, and that was even more fascinating for me, more easy and more, very strange, because I travel for my job probably 40 different countries, but this one was very special. And Afghanistan is a very special country, not because I was born there, because it is.